Why do you wait so long? It's the worst. You're supposed to start the episode.
Just to see your reaction.
You're supposed to start it, not me. It's your show.
Yeah?
I'm just here.
Yeah? Hello, everyone.
Straight up
Hello.
put up on the spot like that.
I know.
I know.
Damn.
Well, I was going to immediately do the hello, and then I was like, if I pause, Darian will say something.
Yeah, okay. I don't need fucking to be mind freaked over here. I don't need my bean to be freaked.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just need to fucking
Yeah?
yeah. Man, I'm still thinking about Kingdom Hearts, but I don't want to.
No,
I don't
no.
want to talk about it. Again.
I awake next to TJ, listening to the Lynx's steady breathing.
Shut the fuck up!
I've been tossing and turning for the past 3 hours, trying to get some sleep, but my mind won't settle.
Every night.
Yeah, yeah. You know that Chase is just masturbating in bed next to TJ. Like,
At the hotel?
yeah.
I mean, what? Why would he need? I guess
You know.
it doesn't say. We see things from Chase's perspective. We don't know that he does that thing. We typically, when he goes to bed, we typically see when he wakes up. Like when
Yeah?
he falls asleep to waking up. There's no
Now you know.
detailed description.
Now you know that he does.
Do you think he brought enough socks for that?
Nah, he just soaks in it.
Oh my god! I guess, does the motel come and change the sheets? Bruh. Fuck. All that. Oh my god. That'd be so uncomfortable the next morning. Fuck.
Look, Chase don't care.
I feel like he would. Just because he's horny doesn't mean he's always horny.
He's used to it by now.
Jeez.
The whole scavenger hunt has left me with such a bad taste in my mouth. Something about it especially unsettling. And I've turned it over and over in my head, in my mind, examining it from every angle, and now I'm sure of it. I saw that fox hanging in the forest after Sydney died. That's why I was there in the first place. That's why I've been so bad. Is that a swimsuit?
Yeah.
You almost can't tell. Oh wait, it's very unfortunately colored.
Or to some people, fortunately.
Yeah, I figured.
Because you also have, like... You have the first scene of Nausicaa of the Valley in the Wind.
Yeah.
Where her pants are very unfortunately
Alright,
colored.
yeah, it almost they're very flesh toned.
Did you ever read that interview where Miyazaki got asked about Nausicaa's big breasts?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, fucking blessed.
It's very important.
I love that he answers it so seriously.
Yeah.
And he didn't Kojima it.
True. I mean, you don't Kojima it unless you're Kojima, honestly.
Just say you like this sort of thing, Kojima. You
like-
don't have to lie. You don't have to like...
You like big boobs.
Right?
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just be a Yoko Taro and just
Yeah.
ask for porn of your characters
lean
live on
full
Twitter.
Or,
Like-
or be the guy
I'm
who
gonna
did
be the person and say, does big tits make someone feel more maternal?
I'm the wrong person to ask about that.
I mean, maybe I don't know if it would be on a conscious or subconscious level, because typically, you know, motherly, big breasts, breastfeed, you know, just kind of like nurturing in that sense.
I mean, apparently, like, one of the reasons for the golden arches for McDonald's is it looks like breasts or something, and so it brings in the maternal instincts in people.
You gotta be fucking lying.
That was one of the reasonings.
I can't.
I kind of love the hell out of that.
I hate
Let's go to the big titty restaurant. No, not Hooters, the other one.
It's the other one. I will say though that I think being in America, like, people think that people with big boobs are more sexual.
Oh, inherently, yes. Like,
Here, yeah.
yeah.
Have gotten that.
Yeah, they it's an inherent like thing where you have big boobs, so you must be more sexual by nature. Period.
And that is
It's incorrect.
very incorrect.
I guess incorrect.
I'm like confused, but okay.
Well, it's just kind of like because boobs are seen as a sex
Sexual.
organ when they aren't a sex organ.
Yeah.
But like culturally, that's kind of how they're viewed, and that's how people consider them. Which is why, you can't you can show topless man on screen, but you can't show topless woman on screen.
And we can't show bottomless man on screen
You
either.
can never
Yeah, but you can't show
cleavage.
bottomless woman on screen either.
You can never show cleavage
Yeah.
on like commercials and stuff. So you know that there's a whole bunch of commercials for like Victoria's Secret. And stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, where they're wearing their bras and whatnot. They never show anyone heavier with a bra on.
Well, yeah.
They can't.
That's
show.
That's the taste in
cleavage.
America. Like,
Yeah, which is real unfortunate.
And it's stupid. It's so stupid.
It is what it is. At least
Quite
for
unfortunate.
We live in a patriarchal society.
Give me mommies that run the government. God damn it.
now. I mean, we have VTubers.
We
and
do.
that makes it feel like we're halfway there.
Facts.
How much you consider how much sway a VTuber now has?
Like, imagine if
If any of the HoloLive girls recommends a movie, that movie now goes up significantly in sales.
yeah. Or if they're like, hey,
What happens with Game Grumps?
they'll be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Whenever they mention anything that's very obscure, it's like an immediate.
they'll be like, hey, go burn down this man's house. And
People would
that
do
man's house would
People
get
would
burned
do
down.
it. Like,
No, people would do it.
They
Yeah.
would so do it. Oh my god. What kind of that'd be some kind of power to have for sure.
right? Let's cancel Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I turn over on my side, gripping my pillow in both paws, and I stare at the wall, still listening to TJ's soft snoring behind me.
It's like a threat to the audience. Like a gentle threat. It could happen at any moment.
I just wanted to stop.
Let me off the ride, please. Let me off the boat.
I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Wild ride. Fucking. Please, sir, I don't want to go on the Mickey's Dick Smasher again, please. Fucking God.
So, I was watching a Yu-Gi-Oh video, and the guy he made a Mr. Bones Wild Ride joke, and then was like, if you don't know what that is, go Google it. And like half the comments were like, I had to Google this joke, and I'm like, oh my god.
What year is it? Fuck.
I mean, Mr. Bones' Wild Ride.
I love Mr. Bones
It's
Wild
still
Ride.
so funny to me.
So hysterical.
I understand that
very
my
good.
sense of humor is bad, so it's fine. So how the hell is any of this happening? It's scary, but not because I think Sydney's ghost is writing scavenger hunts, or some stupid shit like that. And no, someone wrote the notes, pretending to be Sydney, then planted them around the town for us to find.
Was it Shadow Chase?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Leo?
That's
He hasn't been here this whole time.
true. It's been pretty sus.
And that someone is likely one of us, right? Leo, Carl, Jenna,
I will
Flynn,
say that
or even
it does
TJ.
feel off that he hasn't been here at all.
I know,
It
right?
does feel off.
It's just like
It's
like we're
unusual.
missing the kind, loving presence that you need in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was just gonna say that, like, he had such history with, like, just the friend group in Chase. It just feels very off. that he's
Yeah.
part of it.
like you can almost excuse it in like Carl's route because you're locked in the mansion, but
Yeah.
here it's like What?
What is he doing?
His
Driving off the screen?
no, his dad called him into work for the week.
Yeah. So he's going on.
So
He's off at Peyton.
working.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually just stuck at work.
He's
Boy, I
a working
feel
fella. He's a working fella.
And all your friends are hanging out, but you still have to.
Right. Are any of us sick enough to do something like this? All of you. And
Everyone.
if so, who?
Literally all of you.
Right? If I try to remember if I told anyone about that incident in the forest before today, but I honestly can't remember. Apparently my mom had told some people about it, and Jenna's parents for one. But I can't really imagine Jenna being among the aforementioned. Whoever's writing them seems to like singling me out too, mentioning the forest and how I told secrets. I roll back to stare at the ceiling and start wondering about TJ. He's been acting really strange for the past few days, and his bright, cheerful demeanor almost completely gone after we started the treasure hunt. Now, I guess it's possible that he's upset enough to do something that's as crazy as this. Maybe it could make him feel like he's connecting to the person he'd watched died over a decade ago. Maybe it did a long time ago, and it's only now that we've come across them.
Or maybe you're in a cursed fucking town.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe. Maybe Flynn left them.
Funny boy.
I don't know if he'd want to do that.
Maybe if
His way
funny
of
boy,
connecting to Sydney.
maybe funny boy version of Flynn.
Funny boy, Mr. Bones version.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones version of Flynn.
Man, Flynn is on Mr. Bones' wild
He
ride.
really is. Oh my god. The ride will never end for him.
The ride will never end.
God.
Maybe he can't remember being because he buried those memories. Those papers do seem pretty old. But I can't shake the feeling that this person has it out for me in some way. I think about how Carl was the one to find the first letter. But I almost immediately dismiss the idea that Carl might be involved. He almost has a... he would almost... no, I'm pulling words out of fucking thin air.
Where is almost?
He would have no reason to do it. Unless... The only person I can even imagine doing this is Flynn. He was the one most upset about Sydney's death, aside from TJ. Carl and Flynn seem to have grown pretty close over the past year or so. Could the two of them be involved somehow? It's pretty suspicious that it would just show up in Carl's basement. I roll back to my side, preferring to stare at the wall. I don't like suspecting my friends like this, but this whole thing is messed up on so many levels, and I'm really worried about TJ. Depending on how this ends up, it could make things even worse for him. Considering how Flynn treated TJ at the river, I wouldn't be surprised if it's leading up to something terrible. And now, top of all of that, there's the insidious way that these rhymes refer to me. I decide that I'm going to have to do something after we find the next note, depending on what it says. If we even find it at all. I'm hoping that we don't.
Ooh. If you go in, I'll give you $1.
No.
$5. Look at him.
No.
He's so small.
I like the that hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
It's
very cute.
isn't it?
Oh, you know what you should, if you really want that hoodie, you should commission Nika to design it. Nika designs hoodies.
That could be fun. Yeah. If anybody wants a furry hoodie, Nika designs furry hoodies. Like specifically. It's pretty cool.
Promote my friend.
10.
No.
You could buy like 20 candy bars with that money.
I'm not going in.
All right. Quit yelling.
Carl and I swing side by side, synchronizing our legs so that we swing back and forth at the same time. As always, it doesn't work because Carl's so much heavier than I am. The wind feels good on my fur, finally cooling me down after being out in the heat all day. Toby sits on the top of the slide next to us, watching with a bored look on his face. It's my turn, Chase. In a minute. It's been like 15. Nuh-uh. Toby sighs and sits back, pouting. I look back over the old school and smile. But if you go inside, I'll let you.
Damn.
No! Toby shouts seems to echo across us, and I giggle. Fine. We swing a little longer, the rhythmic squeaking of the chains being the only sound.
When's Sydney coming back with the popsicles? He's taking forever.
He ate all of them. Maybe his mom caught him and made him stay home. Carl leans far back in the swing, and I feel the entire thing shift again. I wonder if it's going to collapse.
We should go to your house, Chase. It's too hot.
I want to swing! I lower my feet and let them kick up through the dirt as I slow myself down, sending a cloud of dust in the air. This talk about Sydney reminds me of something I'd been told about yesterday, and now that he isn't here. Hey guys, my mom told me something about Sid yesterday.
Oh shit, he's spilling the tea.
Right.
A bitch.
Well, he also said Sid.
True.
I thought he said that that nickname actually never stuck.
Right.
Toby's already slid down the slide and walked up next to me, holding one of the chains in the swing as he tries to push me out of the seat. Don't push, Toby. Don't you want to hear it? It's a secret. I move to stand between the two swings as Carl kicks up his hooves into the dirt next to us. Keep swinging, Carl. I want to swing with you.
Wait, what's the secret?
Swing, Carl! Wait a minute. It's really weird. That seems to finally catch Toby's attention, and he settles down. What? Carl and Toby stare at me, for the first time, I feel a little worried about telling them. But having their full attention like this is kind of cool. You know what happened to Sid's dad a while ago when school started, right?
Yeah?
Carl's completely stopped on the swing now, staring at me. Well, my mom says the cops think it's really weird what happened. Sydney's dad died. He's in heaven now. Toby says it matter-of-factly and starts to swing a little again. Even if you're a Mormon, you can go to heaven. My dad says so. Yeah, but do you know how he died? I start whispering and looking over my shoulder at the dirt road as to see if Sid is coming. It's empty for now.
He accidentally got shot when he was hunting with Sid.
That's what all the adults told us. That he was accidentally shot, maybe while he was loading his gun. My mom said that they aren't sure if that really happened, though.
What do you mean?
Toby seems to have taken interest again and stops swinging, staring at me. Well, maybe Sid did something. Carl frowns.
Like Sydney did it?
I mean, I don't know, but my mom said to be careful around him, just in case. Toby's eyes suddenly widened even more as he suddenly understands. Sydney killed his dad? Shush! Toby flinches, and I grab his muzzle with one paw, squeezing it shut. You have to keep it a secret. Toby just sits there, staring at me. And Carl does the same. Now I kind of wish that I hadn't told them. They don't know, though. My mom just said to be careful, that's it. It might have been an accident. I talk kind of fast, like I'm trying to take back what I'd said. I let go of Toby, and he just sits there and doesn't swing. Carl just stares at the ground with his ears flicking up. A few seconds later, I hear scuffing footsteps making their way up the dirt road, and I turn around to see Sydney jogging towards us. His arms are filled with colorful ice pops wrapped in plastic. Hey, sorry. I had to go into the basement freezer to find them. To find some. They're Super Wolf Pops. He stumbles up next to us, kicking up another cloud of dust. He stands there for a second, breathing heavy, sweating through his thick fur. Grab one. The three of us reach out automatically and take one of our own. Mine in particular melted already, blue liquid pooling at one end of the plastic. Sydney frowns at us. What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Carl says it almost before Sydney can finish his sentence. Sydney glares. Yeah, right. What were you saying about me? Sydney turns on me, and I just shake my head, busying myself with opening the plastic. Sydney turns to Toby, his glare turning into a smirk. All right, Tobias. You better tell me what you were talking about. I feel my stomach turn, even as I open the package and turn it upside down to pour the blue juice into my mouth. Tell me, or I'm gonna wrestle ya. Sydney goes at Toby with his paws up, baring his blunt claws. Toby eyes him for a moment, but once Sydney gets close, the lynx twists out of the way like only a cat can. Don't touch me! Toby hides behind Carl and I as Sydney turns to watch him, lowering his paws slowly. What's wrong? Toby doesn't say anything, standing behind me quietly. I can feel his cold ice pop pressing against my back. We stand in silence for a while, and I can see Sydney trying to figure out what's going on. I try to think of something fast. Hey, let's go to my house and play on the trampoline.
Yeah.
Carl hops off the swing and starts walking towards the road. I follow him as Toby clings to my side. Sydney doesn't follow, and after a moment, I turn back to look at him. He's glaring at me. What? He goes on glaring before throwing his ice pop into the dirt and running past us. You guys suck! He runs up the road and back towards town, and disappearing into the bright sunset.
Yeah, kids kind of suck, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's just children, though.
Sure. Oh, shit, it's Friday.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is there anything happening? Ooh, that was like nothing on the title screen.
It's fine. TJ gets up early in the morning, and I fall in and out of sleep as he moves around the room quietly. The shower turns on at some point, and I think I hear Jenna's voice. I fall asleep again, and when I wake up, next I see Jenna in the corner of the room, sitting at the little table, typing away on her laptop. I stare at her groggily until she notices me. Morning. Still tired? It's almost noon. You can stop right there.
Josh, I will not take this criticism.
I will sleep until noon. Fuck you, Jenna. I rub my face into my pillow and groan. Guess I was up later than I thought. I forced myself to sit up. Couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, I was having trouble too. The beds are terrible. I look around. Where's Tej? Hike. Oh, he just left without you.
Yeah, he said, fuck you, Chase.
He was like, Chase will only slow me down.
Facts.
What? He went on a hike. I sit there, frowning at Jenna. She types a while until she notices me staring and shaking her head. I don't know. He wanted to go alone. He's been asking us to go with him all week. I know. I think something's bothering him. Jenna pauses. Well, I know it's the souvenir hunt, of course. That's what's bothering him. I sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing my face with my paws. This was a bad idea. Jenna goes on typing. Maybe not. He really wants to do it. I'm going to try and talk to him when he gets back, though. I stare at my feet for a moment, deciding on whether or not to just text him now. Jenna, do you think there's something weird about the scavenger hunt? Jenna doesn't even look up from her screen. Of course I do. I think everything about it is weird. I mean, I don't even know if Sydney put those there. Jenna finally looks up at me. Why not? Just everything seems off. Who do you think put them there then? I shrug. I don't know. Jenna stares at her computer screen for a while, not typing anymore. Well, the whole reason we're doing this is because of TJ, and this seems to be what he wants to do. And even if it was someone else that left them there, even if someone else left them there, if it's going to help him, then I'm going to help him with it. Jenna shrugs. And in the end, all it is a treasure hunt. I'm just hoping that it ends at the house. Yeah. And Jenna goes on typing, apparently done with the conversation, so I finally get up to go to the shower. Breakfast is long gone by the time I go to the lobby, and what's left is a few dried biscuits. So I opt to go to the diner instead, while Jenna opts to stay in the room to finish her paper. Do they serve breakfast at the diner?
Well, I would hope so. It's a diner. It seems like, it's one of those all-day type.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I've never really gone to, like, a diner.
Most diners are, like, all-day breakfast, more or less.
Oh.
Just seems,
Okay.
it's part of the experience, part of the atmosphere.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Because when you go to a diner like this with, like, the bar and everything, you're like, let me get a stack of flapjacks and...
Okay, I've never been into a restaurant like that.
Fair enough.
So...
Johnny and I used to go every week.
Really? Okay.
The one in downtown?
Yeah.
We used to
Yeah.
go there pretty much every weekend. We'd wake up, be like, you want to go do breakfast? He'd be like, yeah. And then we'd just and go there. And that's how we would start our weekends usually.
Okay. I said, oh, you wouldn't just eat breakfast while driving?
Not always. That was only if we were like going somewhere, like on a longer drive or something. Not like a quick jaunt into town to get breakfast. Also, I don't know. So it was never like that involved of food that we try. Like
Oh, you don't
Johnny
sit there with a plate of flapjacks?
No.
While Johnny's like, oh yeah, I need to get my maple syrup.
Yeah, no. It's never been quite that involved as far as the co-op driving.
He's not eating a plate of spaghetti.
No. Like I said, never quite that involved. Usually drive through fare. But like, with so say for McDonald's, the meal that we would always eat would require the use of both of our hands to both construct and consume.
No, see, that's stupid. Because I know how you take your stupid fucking, like...
I forget if I've ever had that, like, with you around. Like, have we ever had...
Often!
Okay. I didn't remember if I...
You would get those two fucking sandwiches, stack them,
Because I remember the folks were talking about that in the Discord recently, and I brought that up. But yeah, you take a McDouble, and you open it up, like, directly in the middle. Like, you get the two center patties, you open it up, you take the whole McChicken sandwich, everything, buttons and all, put it right in between those two, and you got yourself the big old sandwich.
Okay, but would you have the surf and turf?
I don't really know if I'd want it.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds horrendous.
Like, I would
there's also
maybe think it would be... Because all the toppings are there, it makes it so much worse.
There's also
if it was just like the fish and beef patty, I would maybe go like, that's something like, it could be for someone.
So
But with everything else, I'm like, ew.
There is also the land, sea, and air. It's a sandwich called the land, sea, and air, where it's a double cheeseburger with a filet of fish patty and a chicken patty.
No.
Yeah, because McDonald's is doing like a thing where, like the menu, the quote unquote menu hack menu, they give you can order like if you roll it up, you're like, hi, can I get the land, sea, and air? They'll give you all of the pieces to put that sandwich together.
Don't worry about
The
that.
fuck was that, bro?
That was the rest of that TikTok.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the land. Yeah, so like you walk up, you order like the land, sea, and air, and they'll give you the ingredients to make it, basically to put the sandwich together. Because they're like, we're not gonna make that for you, but you go off, sis. But instead of ordering each individual piece, you just say the one thing, which is why ordering the sandwich that I usually make wouldn't work, because the local name So the local name for that sandwich that I eat with the McDouble and the McChicken was called the McGangbang. So you can't really roll up to McDonald's and be like, yo, can I order one McGangbang, please?
I mean, you can.
So,
What's stopping you besides your own cowardice?
I mean,
All I can think about like is the new employees that are being trained, and then they're just on the intercom like, what?
Get the manager. So they asked for a McGangbang. I don't see that in the.
How do I key that in?
Yeah.
No,
Let me call the police.
but no, that was the colloquial name that us scum of the earth that went to McDonald's at 3 a.m. Would eat. Because my job at the time, I used to get off at like anywhere from like 3 to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'd have to like get something to eat before I went home and went to bed. So McDonald's was open. So crushed that.
Man, they're not open
Or-
at that time anymore.
No. So I would either do that, or I would go over to my buddy Micah's house, who also
Yeah.
worked the same shift as me at the time, and we'd play Sly Cooper. Because he's the one other person in my life that played it as a kid. Like, when we found that out, I was like, yo! And he was like, yo! So we worked our way through all the games, like, after work.
I'm sorry that I wasn't horny for Sly as a kid, and instead was like, Ratchet is so cute.
Ratchet's adorable. But I like him.
Being ratchet.
I like him suave, and I like thief characters. I just do.
We
It's
also
how
like
it,
raccoons.
it's just the trifecta, you know. Just kind of worked out.
Like, now knowing about Sly Cooper, I'm like, Murray's pretty cute.
Murray's great. He's a good character. He's not much of a character in the first game, but in the second game, and especially the second one, he gets a lot of like actual development.
Yeah.
And then the third game, he has like the first level is like an arc for him, which is really cool.
Okay.
But no, Murray's adorable. I do like him a lot. He's
Yeah.
fun, and
And I have a chance with him.
yeah, true facts.
So it's-
He's got them big, strong arms. It's pretty good.
right?
No, I like Sly Cooper a lot. I've also been thinking about replaying those, but
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I'm sorry. I just really wanna. I love them. I could beat the first game in like a fucking afternoon.
Yeah.
I could crush it. I haven't actually tried the speedrunning strats I've learned, so I might like try those out. Because
Darian, you're not pro gamer.
because
enough
for
to
a while
speedrun games.
I definitely toyed with the idea of speedrunning Sly Cooper 1 because you could just do it.
Look, I've seen this man's try to play like Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
Those
It's
are
not
different.
pretty.
You've seen me try to play those. You've never seen me try to play Sly Cooper.
Those games already hard.
They're not.
They're not hard. I just don't commit to them.
People are just bad at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But see, you've seen me play. You've never watched me play Sly Cooper. That's the difference.
That's a game for actual children.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually,
I'm
no.
great at
No,
it.
I have. That's before we met.
Play Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would stream it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I was there one time.
Oh.
Yeah, I would stream it. back in the day when I did that every once in a while,
Yeah.
which was fun. I streamed the PS1 Hercules game too. That game's kind of tough, actually.
That's because they're badly made games.
They're-
And that's
yeah,
what
they're-
makes them like
yeah.
hard. Is because they're just poorly made.
There's no skill really involved. It's just because it didn't have a save file system. It had the password system.
Oh my god, those are the worst.
They
kind of
were
games.
terrible.
Those are the worst
Are
games.
you guys gonna play?
Oh, the one for Sega?
Do we have a system that can play it?
I don't believe so, because I think it wasn't it on the Saturn?
I don't know.
Or was it on the Genesis? Because I don't own either of those.
You don't have a Genesis
I just
does what
heard
Nintendo
that
don't?
was a tough game.
No, yeah, it's a tough game. The only Sega console I have is a Dreamcast.
Okay. Okay, you got Knights.
I really want Knights. That's one thing from my collection that I'm missing. is
Isn't that like
Knights.
the only reason to get the Dreamcast is to play Knights?
And Adventure 2.
oh yeah.
Adventure and Adventure 2. But
Yeah.
I don't have either of those. Man, let me tell you something. I was so jealous of my friend in elementary school because she had a Dreamcast and she would play Adventure 2 and she had the little VMUs.
Oh, so you can have the chow.
So she had the chow with her all day. I was so jealous.
Oh my god.
You'd take it home and you'd plug it into the controller and the chow would go back into the game and you could do stuff with it. And then you'd load it back on and then you could unplug it and just take it with you. She had her chow with her
It
all
amazes
day.
me that there is no shitty like chow simulator mobile game.
Right? Do you know how cool that would be? Like just a chow garden mobile game?
That's like a companion app to whatever. Like, what? Did you just headbutt the couch?
Yeah. He's like, hey, touch me. He says,
You
touch me.
headbutt things because you want people to touch you.
Yeah, no, that would be fucking lit though.
Stop headbutting the stool. Stop it. No.
He's marking his territory.
I mean, he can try.
Maybe. Well, actually, I should probably finish my playthrough of Sly 4 that I started like 2 years ago.
Oh, but you love Sly 4.
That's not my favorite, but I was 100%ing every level.
And you still
as I
haven't
went
beat
along.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What?
With the R backwards and a colon between
colon.
the
Re.
E and... You know what? I still say I would have forgiven all of Final Fantasy VII Remake if the R and E were capitalized.
And
the
the
R
R
is
was-
backwards, and there's a colon after the E with make in lowercase after it.
If he went full Nomura tilt on it, then it would have been fine.
2537.
Yeah, like if it was like written like that, I would have been like, you know what? I know it's not a remake. This
Yep.
is a Nomura game.
Yep, we're here.
Like,
I'll finish it someday. Who knows? You know, when I have time to play. Like if I play it, like I like as much as I want to start Kingdom Hearts or start Sly Cooper, I don't have time to do that recreationally. Maybe if while I'm working.
we have to play Sly for work.
Say you got 3 days off.
Well, I have to start. I'm gonna start using those days for packing. Next weekend, I'm doing nothing but packing.
Just get Ash to do it.
I know he doesn't fucking have a job.
Right?
Put in some work, bitch.
Wow, he just licked.
Don't just lick me.
He does this constantly.
He likes the oils on my nose.
He's a freak, isn't he?
Yeah. Does he like that salty?
Yeah.
Okay. we should probably end the party here.
I'm sorry, we totally didn't get anything done to this last bit, but that's fine. You all love it.
Yeah.
You made it to Friday, so that's something.
It's something.
Yeah. Look, it's TJ's route. I don't think anyone's here for...
Is it the shortest? What's the shortest?
It's either TJ or Leo's.
Yeah, Leo's route wasn't really all that long.
It's just intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just went 0 to
Well,
60.
it goes by really fast because, you know, you're having such a good time spending time with, like, you know, it's...
And I didn't feel like a lot of it didn't feel like a lot of parts because the first episodes were like 3-hour episodes. And then
loved it.
Leo's finale was also 3 hours.
People love it. People love it.
Oh boy.
We'll see you around, everyone.